There is really nothing else like it in all of sports. A moment each year when a player's preparation for one of the world's most exacting tests rather stunningly hits pause.
1, 2, 3.
I think it humanizes players in a way that no other event in the world does.
Where else do you see the top competitors in their sport interrupt their pursuit of greatness for the greatest family time one can imagine?
Now it's built-in time for relaxation for these guys to spend with their favorite people on the planet. It's really special.
Generations of champions coming together to celebrate the good of the game in a way only Augusta National and the Masters can.
It really brings all the sights and sounds and feelings of the Masters into a more fun, lighthearted environment.
The most relaxed we'll be all week.
The moments in the par 3 contest, there are moments that you remember for years to come.
You've got the biggest tournament on the biggest stage in the most important week of the year, and then you've got something happening that's more important on Wednesday.
No course in the world can match Augusta National for beauty. The atmosphere, the occasion is unique, as is a traditional warm-up competition on the delightful par 3 course.
The annual par 3 contest has become one of the most beloved traditions at the Masters, held on the eve of that critical, tone-setting first round, a time to decompress.
Just to experience it with the kids is see how excited they are. They think the Masters is their tournament. They look forward to it all year. Being out here with our family, it's pretty awesome.
Every Masters week for me, it seems like it gets bigger and bigger in each and every year. And I think to do something like this, for me at least, it makes me forget about all of that for a couple hours on the Wednesday afternoon. And it's just a really nice way and like a relaxed way to go into the sort of business end of the week.
The par 3 course opened in 1958. But the origin of a short course at Augusta National begins much further back. The original design plans for Augusta National by famed architect Dr. Alistair Mackenzie included a 9-green, 18-hole approach and putt course, measuring some 2,400 yards. For years, the design lived only on paper. The proposed area was too difficult to develop, until eventually it wasn't. In the late 1950s, club co-founder Clifford Roberts decided, once and for all, it was time, and called upon architect George Cobb. Together, they laid out plans for a short course to be built near DeSoto Springs Pond and Ike's Pond, a fishing pond famously built for President Dwight D. Eisenhower, where he could throw a line during his frequent stays at Augusta National. The par 3 course was built to be enjoyed by all, serving as a standalone experience or to prepare players for their rounds on the big course. Green complexes across both courses are similar in slope, speed, and beauty. Club co-founder Bobby Jones wrote, "I agree completely that the construction of this golf course will be an important contribution to the beauty of the place."
A new feature this year, a special preliminary event was held on Wednesday. This was a tournament on the 9-hole par 3 course, located just east of the main clubhouse.
In 1960, 2 years after the short course was built, the annual Masters par 3 contest was born.
Crowds enjoyed watching the stars tackle this short but exacting course.
The latest in a long lineage of pre-tournament exhibitions, which, over the years, had included driving contests, instructional clinics, and trick shot shows. The par 3 contest would be a stroke play competition open to the entire field, plus other invitees not competing in the Masters. Yet another enduring tradition was off and running.
Late in the day, the crowd saw Sam Snead, winner on the big course 3 times, close fast to win the par 3 tourney.
Are you going to give me good grades?
Yeah.
It's a welcome and maybe a necessary decompressor for the players. I think they welcome the experience. There's so much anticipation because, gosh, the last major was in July. There's a lot of pressure that's built up to anticipation, and maybe right at the last minute before the Thursday tee-off, it's great to just relax a bit. I once described it as a picnic in heaven.
When discussing the course, two-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw once said, "It was the first really great par 3 course I had ever played, but it's more than a novelty. It's a little piece of art." Like many things at Augusta National, the course has been improved through the years. Most notably, in 1978, its greens were converted to bent grass from a hybrid Bermuda. The experiment was such a success that 2 years later, bent greens were installed on the big course, allowing for smoother surfaces throughout the season. And before the 2023 Masters, the course was again renovated to enhance the patron experience with widened corridors and bring one of 2 ponds on the course, DeSoto Springs, more into play on the first 5 holes.
It does feel like it has that outdoor, like a jazz concert with the lakes and everything, and everything's very languid and smooth.
It's a day for the patrons as much as the players, a chance to see magic in the middle of the week. And famous faces abound, often seen inside the ropes and on the job. Through the contest's 60-plus years, the facts and figures are just as interesting as the history. The shortest hole is only 90 yards, and the longest measures some 155. As of 2025, there have been 115 holes in one. 3-time Masters champion Gary Player leading the way with 4 of his own.
My grandson, he's 7, he said, "Gramps, you still got it."
In 2016, Justin Thomas and Ricky Fowler, playing in the same group, made back-to-back holes in one on number 4. In 2023, Irishman Seamus Power amazingly made back-to-back holes in one on 8 and 9.
To get one was special, but to get the second one was, a bit surreal.
But perhaps the most famous hole-in-one isn't counted in the official tally. In 2018, while caddying for his legendary grandfather and 6-time Masters champion Jack Nicklaus, GT Nicklaus did the unthinkable on number 9.
Certainly 6-green jackets are pretty special. But I think it's the best day I've ever had at Augusta National.
Today was a very, very special day, and one obviously I'll never forget.
That same year, 2-time Masters champion Tom Watson won the par 3 contest, becoming the oldest winner at the age of 68. He is one of 12 Masters champions to have won the contest. Masters champions have an open invitation to compete in the contest as long as they would like. An annual opportunity to turn back the clock.
I can make this 9. I'm not sure about anything else.
Padraig Harrington has the most wins with 3, and Jimmy Walker is the only player to break 20. He fired an 8 under 19 to win in 2016. Each year, the winner walks away with a beautiful crystal ball. And famously, no player has ever been able to win the par 3 contest and the Masters tournament in the same year. As they say, you can't win them all.
I love this tradition at the Masters. It's probably my favorite of all the cool things that we have this week, because I have an opportunity to have my kids, my wife, and just family, be around me inside the ropes, have a good time. It's kind of like the calm before the storm.
Beyond the moments and numbers, over the years, the par 3 contest has evolved into one of the most endearing aspects of Masters Week. Wives, girlfriends, and children typically serve as the players' caddies, and it's common for them to step up and take a shot or 2. Once someone other than the player hits a shot, however, the player cannot win the contest. A useful strategy for those who don't fancy their chances of becoming the first player to break the drought.
Thank you so much. My name's Jack, too.
It is?
Yep.
There you go, Jack.
Thank you.
This is Azalea. Azalea Del Garcia. It's a little girl.
It's just like that built-in time where I think even if you are on edge or nervous for this event, you're gonna have at least a couple hours of complete relaxation and fun. Kids make everything better, right? They bring so much happiness to these players. You can't not be having the time of your life over at the par 3 contest.
It is more like homage to the families who sacrifice so much for each of these players to become stars. I don't think any other sport in the world does something like this.
To see a golfer with their kids, it's just not something they see every day. For that, 6 hours in the afternoon on Wednesday, it's just like, it's heaven.
There's no other sport in the world that brings generations together better than golf, especially at the par 3 contest.
A day to honor those who so often have to watch their loved ones compete from afar.
The family atmosphere around this event is amazing, and the fans and everybody, they embrace it so much. For us to be golfers that we want to be, successful like we want to be, we have to have a strong family behind us.
A needed exhale before their entire lives may well change forever.
I think it all kind of goes back to that this tournament encompasses the entire community of golf, not just the golfers, the fans, the family, those even watching back home on TV. It's definitely one of the most unique traditions in professional golf. It feels like for a second you're not about to hit, maybe the most important shot of your life. It's cool to see the players let loose and kind of put their guard down, especially with such a huge week coming up for them.
Frankie, how much have you been practicing this next shot on the 9th tee?
Well, I've been doing my hardest to get it over the green. I've been practicing as hard as I can. Just not reaching it this year, but I'm just trying my hardest.
You got this, Frankie. You're going to hit this green.